The anti-gay bubble in American politics. How liberal America avoided gay rights for decades due to a deceptive political coalition. The anti-gay bubble made America appear less tolerant of gays in the political arena than it truly was for more than a generation. Since the 1960s, America has been moving to the left on social issues, but the growth of gay rights has lagged behind other liberal issues for most of this period. Although gays started gaining rights back in the 60s, along with other liberal movements, the anti gay bubble would soon come into existence through a political coalition and put a temporary end to their advancement. The bubble was at its largest during the 1990s and early 2000s. The bubble was blown up with the help of religious right leaders like Jerry Falwell and Bob Jones III, starting in the late 70s. The bubble was deflated with the help of religious right leaders like Mike Huckabee and Tony Perkins recently. You might be asking, how on earth can you claim that religious right leaders helped deflate the anti gay bubble when they were conservative on gay issues? One good example is that the arguments that the leaders of the religious right used against gay marriage were so poor, they helped the marriage equality movement. Their reasons for being against gay marriage included it would lead to polygamy, it would hurt the institution of marriage, and it is not how marriage is defined in the dictionary. All these arguments used to make me say, if that is your only issue, then just let them get married. This was before it was legal nationwide. I will explain this in more detail when I discuss gay marriage, and be honest by pointing out that I feel that the weak arguments were not a mistake, but rather done intentionally by the religious right. Inflation of the bubble. We must first look at how the anti-gay bubble was inflated. In the 1960s, America made a turn politically in the direction of liberalism. In 1976, Democrat Jimmy Carter won the South and the White House against Republican Gerald Ford, who was socially liberal slash moderate, like Republican Barry Goldwater was in 1964 when he lost. The Republicans needed to win the South and social conservatives, or to continue to lose nationwide elections. In the late 70s, a coalition was brought together under Ronald Reagan to help Republicans take control. This coalition claimed to be against the advancement of gay rights, as well as advertising itself to be on the right of many other social issues. The country club Republicans joined with the social conservatives. America continued to move on the left on homosexuality, although one might not have thought so if you were just looking at the success of the Republican Party from 1980 to 2006. In order to bring social conservatives into the Republican Party, evangelical religious leaders had to deceive the masses that the Republican Party had their values at the heart of their movement, when they were really just wanted their votes. Religious leaders like Reverend Jerry Falwell, who was hungry for power, answered the call of the new party. Falwell crusaded against gays during the late 70s and wasn't shy to point out he just happened to be a Republican. Falwell stated harshly that gays were a vulgar group of people who would just as soon kill you rather than look at you. Bob Jones III, while at the White House, said that gays should be put to death when caught in the act, while mentioning Jimmy Carter was not fit to be president back in 1980. The new Republican Party started winning. The AIDS crisis would help empower the anti-gay rights crusade because it weakened the gay community in a major way for a short period of time. It is hard to defend a group that is being wiped out by something they can prevent through behavior. And that's the end of part one. Please tune in for part two.